problem. But it was good though.
Yeah.
It was good.
Fantastic time.
Yeah.
Hell
I got
of a
like 5 drink tickets left.
Oh shit! You still got the tickets left?
Yeah. So
we got over there. Then.
I was about to say the next time.
We are
more than likely we'll shoot another episode. We're gonna talk off camera. But yeah, I got some shit that we can do like for team building.
Cool.
But welcome back to another episode of the Vaughan Show. Got my guys in the building. You already know their faces, Om and Day. And we're going to hop right back into it.
Right.
It's accountability this week, guys. And the first person we're going to talk about is the Brittany Griner situation. I just wanted to read an article so it can put in context what happened. Brittany Griner, WNBA star and Phoenix Mercury center since 2013, was sentenced to 9 years in Russia prison after being found with cannabis vape cartridges in her carry-on luggage in Moscow in February. The two-time Olympic basketball champion and member of the U.S. national team was arrested after she was found carrying cannabis-derived oil cartridges. Griner told the court she had no intention to break the law by bringing vape cartridges with cannabis oil into the country when she flew to Moscow in February to play basketball for the country. And it's for actually the city of Yekaterinburg in Russia. Now, just a little backstory. They arrested previously 2 other people for cannabis. One was an Israeli-American woman. She was arrested in 2019. She was traveling from India to Israel, then to Russia. And she was found with 9 grams of marijuana on her. She was 26. She was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison. But President Putin, Vladimir Putin, pardoned her right before he met with the Israeli Prime Minister, which was Benjamin Netanyahu. So he pardoned her before their meeting. So more than likely, he was like, look, you want to meet? Let's talk about some things, but you got to let her go. Which he did. He pardoned her. The second one was an American, a New York film student.
I remember that guy.
And it was a girl.
Guy.
And she was, okay.
I call him guy.
Yeah, well, however they like to be identified in 2022.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we respect that.
Yeah, we respect that.
She was charged with bringing in 19 grams of marijuana into the country, but she said that she did it for medical reasons. She needed the weed for medical reasons. But
did she have a medical card and stuff like that?
Yes, but I just want to say and make it clear that Russia doesn't care. Their weed is legal there, medically and recreationally. They are illegal. I mean, it's illegal there. I'm sorry. In Russia, weed is illegal, whether it's medical or
no matter
recreational.
what, it's illegal.
And it don't matter if you an American and you need that, you can't bring it into our country. So
that's like the agricultural laws here in the US.
Yes, with her,
nothing.
She was fined. She spent a month in jail. She was fined 15,000 rubles, or now money, $230. After she was fined with that, she was let go.
Yeah.
So, and I said that to give some backstory. When people's like, 9 years. They gave an Israeli woman 7.5 years for bringing weed into the country. Now, of course, we all know, or we all should know, that this whole Brittany Griner situation is a political move. If they wasn't in war with the Ukraine and we wasn't helping Ukraine, honestly, she would have got hit with that type of fine and she would have still been playing basketball. Because I want to make it crystal clear, she's won, I believe, a championship or 2 for the city of Russia that she was playing, the Yekaterinburg She won 2 titles for them in the past. So she's known in Russia. So if it wasn't going on with the political landscape as what we're dealing with now, she would have got hit with a slap in the wrist. But she didn't. Now, with the prisoners, has changed. Just fast forward to now. I don't think she should have got out. I feel like we should have put more pressure on them to get her out, rather than swapping the prisoner for her. That's just my opinion.
My thing is, she was playing for the team for that state in Russia, correct?
She was going back to play, like for a new season. But yes.
But she's played previous seasons there.
Yes.
So my thing is, now it's even worse. You know the rules of where we at.
Yeah.
You've lived here.
Yeah.
You know what you can't do and can't do.
Yeah.
You play for a team who probably does testing if you're doing anything.
Yeah.
First of all, you're jeopardizing your money, your livelihood, and then the team's championship run.
I agree.
So my thing is, she should have deserved that time. She should have deserved what she got, but the thing about it is, why trade?
Yeah.
When she was actually just going to play for her own team where she's been living for quite some time. She just happens to come to the state, get what she needed, come see her wife, go back to go play basketball. She does for a living.
Yeah, because that's how she make more money.
Everybody that doesn't make it in the NBA goes overseas to go play now. Everybody.
And then I should have did some research on this, but I'm a little off the cuff. So if I'm spreading false information, bear with me. But I could have sworn a couple of years ago once she with a WNBA player and something happened like domestic violence or a murder or something. Something like that happened.
I don't think she was the one.
What?
No,
you would have to use that computer.
Something was, but it wasn't her. I don't think it was her.
Something like that.
This is too controversial. If it was her, that's extremely controversial.
We would have been heard about that
crazy.
again,
That would have re-rose up.
Because I could have sworn that's why something happened
My
with
thing
her
is,
playing in the WNBA.
Okay, she's an Olympian for the U.S.
Of course.
Okay, she's won medals for the U.S. She's done this.
And that's not an easy thing to do.
And she's probably an advocate for, the LGBT community because since she's married to a woman. My thing is, what in the political sense, in the state sense, as people say, what did we lose giving over to that guy back to Russia?
Well, some people would say nothing because he was already going to be released in a few years. So at least we got Brittany Griner back. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Released in a few years.
Yeah.
What you consider a few years? 10, 15 or 2 or 3? Because that's my thing. What's the difference between 15 years or 5 years? A lot.
Right.
Okay, but why is this story real?
No.
Huh? The story is real.
What?
They got suspended from 7 games, her and her partner, for domestic violence arrest.
Yeah. I was just about to say
2015.
Yeah, it was something, but I
know she was in a relationship with another WNBA player, and something like that happened. I remember that.
Yeah.
I just didn't. But yeah, I just pulled up the same thing. Brittany Griner pleads guilty.
She did. That's why it wasn't
after domestic violence arrest.
That's why
it was
brushed under because she pled guilty right away, and it was kind of like publicized a little bit.
Yeah,
and it wasn't brought back up because guess what? Oh, she's beating somebody.
Yeah.
So we're trying to save somebody who's a domestic abuser and this and that, and then in the media it's not gonna look crazy.
I remember this.
Yeah, I was about to say
Crazy.
Yeah. Same girl we're talking about.
What I said no to you was the murder, but it was a domestic
copy. Yeah, because I didn't know which
I was like, yeah, she ain't murdered nobody, but it was kind of.
That's why I looked it up. I was like, murder.
And I don't. Domestic violence.
And I wanted to be clear. The only thing I brought up this article and her in this topic, just about the accountability reasons, because you knew you shouldn't be bringing weed into the country. Now, if you did it in the past and they let it go, fine. But that's just like, you got to understand the consequences of what you're doing.
She never did it before. Because if she did it before, we would have known about it.
No.
Russians don't play that.
No, well,
Like,
and
when it comes to
the
their
reason
laws,
why
they
I would
follow
say
that.
she may have did it before.
Or probably
because-
less stuff. Maybe,
Yeah, because
you know.
she won 2 titles for the city.
Yeah,
So if it wasn't, and I feel like
She probably thought she was cool. It was probably,
Yes.
I won this. So
Yes.
She probably
And
thought she was cool.
if it was
Those gonna let
any
it slide.
time different than them going to war with Ukraine and us back in Ukraine, it would have been a slap on the wrist. We probably would have never even heard that she would have. It would have been a problem.
It's political. It is
It
political.
is political.
It is political.
But she have to take that. Just like
To the chin.
I went on somewhere, not gonna say where. I went somewhere out the country. And I brought something that I shouldn't have brought.
Negative.
But I took responsibility if I would have got caught. These are the consequences.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring what I brought. So
What you brought?
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It was just like her. I brung a weed pen somewhere where I shouldn't have brung a weed.
But you
pen.
bought it there or you brought it from the U.S.?
I brought it from the U.S.
So it's not that bad.
Well, it was international travel. I could have been hemmed up. And it could have been a slap on the wrist, but still the process.
They would have just took it from you and you would
Yeah.
probably just throw it away. Because if it's for personal use and you see somebody has it for personal use, they really would do like they did for the film artists.
Yeah,
they'll give you a
fine.
slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Because they know it's your personal use. You're using it.
Yeah.
But if you have now, let's say if you would have had 6, 7 or
Yeah.
8 pens in your hand,
Like the Israeli woman that had like
she had 9 grams.
Yeah.
Like 19 9 grams
Yeah.
or whatever.
They charged her with trafficking.
You, cause
Yeah.
that
Yeah, they charged her with drug
that's a
trafficking.
lot. You
'Cause that's a lot.
You know how much is a gram?
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's a lot of weed.
I'm like, nigga.
Gram is what? Like an ounce? 9 grams is what? How many grams in an ounce? I don't know. What?
I don't want to disperse what I know about.
I would say it like this: 9 grams is basically 9 blunts because some people put a gram in their blunt.
That's a lot of weed in a blunt.
Yeah, but
That's a
certain
fat
people
ass blunt.
they put a gram in their blunt on some real shit. So that's 9 blunts. Or if you put half a gram, that's 18 blunts. I would say in that type of frame.
Yeah.
You got anything to say about the Brittany Griner situation?
I'm just happy she's home.
Yes.
I don't think it was a fair trade at all, but I'm happy she's home. Happy holidays.
Yes. And I was thinking like it wasn't a fair trade. And then I seen Donald Trump and Candace Owens come out and say the same thing. And I was like,
Man, when they come out and say some shit, I was like, damn.
Maybe I got to reevaluate. But it's still, but it's only the accountability piece.
Literally.
That's the only piece I'm
That's the
talking
only
about.
part.
I'm glad that the woman is home.
That's right.
Hopefully this was a learning experience for you. And you wake up from this and just move better. And hopefully athletes and people in general pay attention what's going on in the world when it comes to Americans and America. Because you can be caught up in some shit like her that it won't even really about her or the weed. It was about the 2 power struggles from the 2 governments, honestly.
Right.
Sad. Now, I spoke too soon, fans.
About?
I spoke too soon. Guess
About?
about the TJ Holmes thing. ABC did fire him and Amy Rockabach indefinitely.
They're
What did I
not
say?
suspended, right? They're suspended.
No, both of them is let go indefinitely.
They let go
Definitely.
indefinitely.
The both of them?
Because the president of the news side of the business was like, they're causing too much internal and external distractions.
Oh, that's
Going back to what I said.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. And then they come to find out, this nigga damn near was sticking his dick in everything.
Bro, it was horny as hell.
Yeah, he was sticking his dick in everything.
It was the Bill Cosby of the goddamn Morning America.
No. Take that back on. We're not gonna put that out there. He didn't take nothing from the women. That's the difference between him and Bill Cosby. And I think that's a hell of a big difference. He didn't take anything. As we know now. The information we're working on
Allegedly.
now, he hasn't taken anything from those women. It was consensual. Bill Cosby,
Allegedly.
I don't think it's allegedly since it was proven that he
was
did
it
those
proven?
things. That he did those things with the Quaaludes and shit.
But Quaaludes doesn't make you forget.
But this is my thing. If he slipped them into their drink, that's culpability right there. That's wrong as fuck. And then, like you said,
yeah.
nigga, you Bill Cosby. That's what I don't be getting with these people that do weird shit like this. Like, do you know?
I'm an artist. I'm
Yes.
famous. I
Yes.
don't need to put this in nobody.
And I'm in Hollywood. I can call an escort service that got the most beautiful looking women in the world, and I can pay, but I'm gonna fuck them, and they gonna leave, and I don't have to come back and say, "Oh, I took something from them."
That's it. That is it.
And old saying, think from my uncle's generation. I don't pay you to stay. I pay you to leave. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I pay you to leave.
In regards to Bill Cosby, you saw what happened now. More people coming out.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think at a certain point of time.
But wasn't he acquitted from the first charges of the 30-something women that he was let go free?
I'm not sure because I wasn't.
He's free right now.
Yes, he's free, but I was.
He's out of jail?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's because he was released on like compassionate because he's like going blind and shit like that. He was released on
Nobody give a fuck. Lock his
I
old
don't
ass
think it was
up.
because of the case. I think he was released because of compassion. Now I could be wrong. Now if I'm wrong, hey. But if I'm right, hey, I don't know.
I just think they should have just dropped all these charges on him when it first came out. Now now he's back out and
Yes.
give him more charges.
And I don't
It's
want
like-
anybody to think that we're victim blaming. I'm not. And I don't want anybody to think that we're rushing people to
Do what they got to do.
do what they got to do, but in particular, tell their trauma.
Oh no!
Some
no, no,
people
no, no.
wait years and years to. They feel like they get up enough courage to talk about their trauma.
No, true.
So I don't want
with you on that
to.
one.
I don't
I
want to
feel with you
see.
on that one.
I don't want those women to think that we're talking negatively about them or trying to pressure them. I'm just saying. You seen where it was going with the other cases.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, in my opinion, that should have been your time to speak up, especially when the world's eyes was on it and there was so many women. You wouldn't have felt alone.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
And that's just my take on it.
That's like what happened with the R. Kelly stuff, man. How all of them came out at the same time and it kept on coming out and kept on coming out.
Yeah,
and
but then, maybe some people just generally feel like, okay, the first 10 ladies got it. I don't need to speak right now or at all because they're about to get him in jail. So why do I need to speak? Maybe that's what it was. And after he got acquitted, they were probably like, nah, this nigga gotta go. Like, get back in jail. You're a monster.
And I just want to talk about the
if it happened, it happened. I feel for those
disparities.
Yeah.
The disparities of how the legal system here treats black men versus white men. And in the terms of that is Woody Allen. I don't know if you guys know Woody Allen, one of the most famous producers in Hollywood, created some of the greatest things you ever watched on TV. But he married a bitch. The lady had a daughter. He married the daughter when she was like, I believe, like 14.
14, 13, yeah.
What?
13, 14. Yes.
His own daughter, yeah.
Yes. That is some weird fucking shit. Somebody else, Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, I think a year and a half ago, Kevin Spacey, the guy from House of Cards, he an actor, I forgot the actor's name. A male actor, probably around my age, maybe a little older, said back in the 90s when him and Kevin did a movie, Kevin like laid on top of him naked. Yes, and it wasn't like a scene. It was like a closed door type of situation.
Oh, shit.
And them charges went away. He was acquitted of that.
He probably was in that circle, man.
Of course, Jeffrey Epstein. They killed him before he could really tell.
What happened to his assistant, man? She knew everything. She was like the real right-hand man, and ain't nobody hear nothing about her.
No.
She went to jail.
Because it's like, kill your ass in that jail, or you're gonna go. And a lot of people don't know. Her family are billionaires.
Yeah, they're
Her family
crazy money.
is
Crazy, right?
a media. Her dad is a media like magnate, like a media businessman over there in Europe, where he made
money.
billions of dollars. So she got crazy money.
Yeah.
You either take this time
Epstein had crazy, ridiculous money.
You either take this time, and then a few years later, we'll release you probably early, and you can live the rest of your time in the sunset with your money. Or you can keep trying to fight, and you're going to pop up on a suicide watch one day, and you're going to kill yourself, allegedly. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Because I felt like people in places of power.
You think he's really dead?
Yes.
Epstein's dead?
Yes.
You sure?
And the reason why I say that is because people in power.
Theories about it. They never saw, because how you 6'6" and 5'12"
Okay.
strangle yourself
Okay.
with a sock tied to a bunk bed.
I would say it like this.
Make it make sense.
If he's not dead,
Make it make sense.
if he's not dead, we'll never see him again.
Oh, we would never see him again.
Yeah.
Because those people,
Yeah, he has properties sealed off for like and everything. Like
I'm gonna say it like this: the hidden hand of the government, the people that's really controlling the government,
might be falling in a rabbit hole.
and that I feel that could go that way. That like little boys and little girls that went to his islands and did all these parties with him,
Kill him.
either killed them or say we're gonna fake your death.
No, I just want to kill him.
Kill him, because it's like if we know he did, it ain't no type of coming back from that. It ain't no he being exiled for 5 years and he get tired of that and say I want to come out into the world again. No, if we kill him, it's dead. Everything, all the secrets and stuff died with him. Everything else is just speculation and allegation.
It's tough, man, because it hits home when it's like, yo, who's protecting our kids? Who's protecting these little kids?
Of course.
And that's just so real, man.
And everything happens for a reason. I was watching Law and Order SVU the other day, and I understand like this is real life, but I feel like a lot of those things come from real life as well.
They do.
They had an episode where Stabler went over to Europe for like a child trafficking, sex trafficking ring. When he came back, he was in like Russia or somewhere.
Yeah.
No, he was in the Czech Republic, and they was like, but the people that own this and the people that started this website is not over here, because that's what he was thinking. They was over there. They was really somewhere in upstate New York. So when he went back to New York, they raided the house. They found senators. They found politicians. They found people of the community, high value people of the community, was paying for child pornography. Yes. And even though this is a TV show, I feel like that happens in real life.
The thing about us, these writers, they just can't not just nobody's imagination.
Come on.
Is that
Vivid.
crazy, accurate, vivid, and they have these type of intricate ways to portray it in an episode. They have to have known something from somebody, and guarantee you somebody was being shut up after that episode.
Of course.
It's crazy.
Of course.
That network, man, is ridiculous.
Because it's a powerful network.
You don't want to mess with those.
That you only get into that network when you have power, when you have money. And they're going to protect each other.
Yep.
That's why certain issues, like, and I know we're going into a rabbit hole. I'm about to bring it back out to this. Bitcoin. Oh, not Bitcoin. A cryptocurrency investor.
Bitcoin right now, bro.
It done took a dive.
4 crypto billionaires have died in the past year.
So
4 crypto billionaires. When I'm
One
telling
of
you,
them-
they have more money than money.
one of them was somewhere overseas. And he sent out his last tweet saying the CIA and this government is trying to kill me because of what we could have done with cryptocurrency. That was his last tweet. A few hours later, they found his body washed up on shore.
What?
And the reason why they knew it was him, because his phone and his wallet was in his pocket. Now, this is my thing. You would think.
They made it look like it was suicide.
And they made sure that it was going to be identified as him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an inside job. It's
Yes.
so clean.
But then it's like, at a
the
certain
other
point,
homeboy that's
it's a
supposedly-
hidden hand.
He's been missing for the last year and a half. That he's
More than likely he did.
ridiculous billionaire. in
More than likely he
cryptocurrency.
did.
But a
What?
billionaire.
And the
What I'm
thing
telling you,
is,
he's almost reaching the trillion. And
the CIA and these secret government, not secret governments, these secret government agencies
Right.
can kill people and we not know.
That is nuts.
Another thing from a movie, and we're gonna move on to the next topic. Fuck. The A-Team. I think it was the A-Team, and it's another movie. The CIA has a device to where,
A-Team?
huh?
You mean the A-Team?
Yeah, the remake, the movie that
Sylvester and all of them?
with who?
With all the old school.
No, not the TV show. It was a A-Team
the
movie
It
with
has
Bradley
some-
Cooper.
Yeah. Okay.
And they got a device. The CIA has a device where they'll put your arm in this device, put a gun in your hand, and start turning it. And you can't fight that. You get what I'm saying? That the gun is coming towards your head.
Yeah, so you can shoot yourself.
Shoot yourself. They take off the device. You reported you did a suicide. But really, they killed you and made it look like a suicide. Gets creepy and weird and kind of like, where do you want to go from here?
Conspiracy theories that be following
Yes.
this, and I'd be like crazy.
Now, the last one before we get into a general statement. Have y'all heard about what happened with the New Mexico State basketball player and the New Mexico?
The 17-year-old?
Yes. So,
Man, that shit got me so pissed off.
What happened?
So this 17-year-old girl contacts this college guy, sets up a meeting with him or whatever. But in reality, the girl was setting him up with a few other people to jump him.
For what?
because of a beef
Because
from
of the, like, some
a
beef
school,
type joint
like a
they had.
school, like
Like a rivalry school
yeah,
type joint.
yeah rivalry beef.
But he wasn't meant to be shot or anything. Nobody was mean to have guns there. But there was still intent to hurt this person.
Right.
So what happened? She called him, texted him, set him up. When he got there, bang, 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 shit happened. Motherfuckers died, and now
Who died?
So hold on.
the homeboy from New Mexico.
New Mexico State University indefinitely suspended a basketball player named Mike Peake from their team after he shot and killed another student who was allegedly trying to jump him with two other men. A 17-year-old.
Set him up.
Boy,
Hold on.
So he's
He's the one who shot the other person.
so he survived it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he
So,
got hit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He got hit, but then he was like, "Nah,
Okay,
ain't gonna be no pump."
So let me tell the story.
Yeah.
A 17-year-old girl who also attends the New Mexico State University is the one who set Peake up to get jumped. During a police interview, she explained how she started having sex with Peake in October. Fast forward to a couple of weeks, and Peake was allegedly involved in a fight with another of the 17-year-old's friend, Brandon Travis, at the University of New Mexico versus the New Mexico State football game. Due to the girl's relationship with Peake, Travis allegedly pressured her into setting up Peake so Travis could retaliate. Peake would end up killing Travis the night after he and his friends attempted to jump him. Initially, the 17-year-old girl denied knowing who may have attacked Peake, but she eventually confessed. I thought that they were jumping him because, like I said, I heard the noise, so that's why I had stayed there for a few minutes. I didn't know that there was gunshot. The teen says she regrets setting Peake up. He was nice. He's nice. I feel so fucking bad. And then now that my friend Brandon's dead, I feel like I'm kind of the reasons that he's dead.
You are.
She is currently facing charges for aggravated battery and conspiracy.
Yeah, girl,
Conspiracy
bye.
No, fuck out of here. She should be charged with murder.
She should
Not
be charged.
murder.
Murder.
Not
Murder.
She should.
If
I
you
agree.
could be, the reason why I say murder, because if you take that girl out that situation, none of this would have happened.
Right.
And you cannot tell me that it would have happened. She was the catalyst that set all of these events and chains into motion.
Exactly.
Just like
she was a very
just
key,
like
she was a key player.
what would the government and the prosecutor say if all three of us go and rob 7-Eleven and I shoot and kill the cashier?
You did it. I know.
No.
My ass went out the door.
9 times out of 10, if y'all was in the store, even if y'all was in the car, you can say, oh, well, we just thought he was going to rob him. We didn't know he was going to kill him. Depending on the prosecutor, they can say, okay, well, I still charge you with manslaughter. Or they'll say, no, you still getting hit with murder just like him. Because whether you thought it was just a robbery, you still went here and you still accountable for the events that happened.
Exactly.
And we know a lot of people that was probably just a getaway driver in a car.
And they get hit.
And they get hit with murder because they was the getaway driver.
Accomplice.
Yeah. I feel like she needs to be charged with murder. She needs to go to jail.
She could be charged with some type of murder.
Because because Mike
conspiracy to
Peake
kill or
ain't
whatever.
getting nothing. He just got suspended from school. The police said it was a clear case of self-defense.
No,
and
that's fine.
the one,
and I'm with that.
The person,
I'm with that.
Mike Peake, is from Chicago, Illinois.
Bang bang.
Mike Peake, the one that shot back and killed the other kid, he's from Chicago.
The thing about it is, I see, even though he did his self-defense.
It's self-defense.
No, it is. But watch him try to find something like the gun's not his.
Oh no,
something
they already
allegedly-
say it's his.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah, it's
and then
his.
if
It's
by
his.
all means,
It's his.
I'm glad that he's acquitted of all charges because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Because it was self-defense, and you didn't.
And now,
okay,
but
you
his
wanted
life
to
is
just
over.
jump somebody.
And his life is over.
His life might not be over because it was
If
self-defense.
basketballs was his life, it's over.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because-
there's a black cloud.
Yeah,
Nobody
New
wants that
Mexico
black
already
publicity.
let him go and said he's let go indefinitely.
Yeah.
Now, what other school you think you're going to get a
Nobody.
scholarship? That's what I'm saying.
Nobody.
So you're going to have to.
go D1 or go overseas to go play basketball.
Come on.
Bro. It ain't gonna happen over here.
I ain't gonna say go D1. You got to go overseas.
It ain't gonna happen here.
Go overseas.
That ain't gonna happen here.
Capitalize for that, and maybe in a few years,
That girl,
you can come back.
That girl and her friends messed up a whole bunch of people's futures. Messed up the
girl.
person.
For her to turn
That
around
girl.
and be like, "Oh, he was nice."
Come on, man.
You was
What?
fucking with old dude.
Come on.
That's crazy.
And then you started fucking with all the other dude, and then because old dude said, "Oh, I don't like him. Let's go jump him." You said,
She
"All right,
was
cool, let's
she
set
was
him up."
she was friends with Brandon Travis,
Yeah, well,
and she was fucking with Mike Peake. So after the fight, Brandon was basically like, "Hey, you my friend. I know you fucking with that nigga. I just want to fight him.
yeah, that's
Can
it.
you set it up?" And she set it up, and it turned out he did, and Mike Peake got shot, but he gonna recover.
He gonna be all right.
Now, your life is gone for what?
You messed up 4 people's lives because
Come on.
because your friend told you, "All right, let's set him up to get jumped."
Come on.
Then again, this is where I always get conflicted with people because she's 17. She don't know no better.
I don't give, man. No, fuck that.
we not
Fuck
giving
no, we not giving that,
We
man.
not giving
Not
that.
giving that, man.
Bitch, you knew what
Now,
you was doing.
The only.
She knows she wanted to set him
Come
up
on.
to get jumped, but she.
I was about to say, that's the only thing I'ma
she didn't
concede
think-
on.
She didn't think they was gonna get shot.
Right.
Nobody thinks that.
But you can't fuck with a motherfucker that you don't know. She knew at one point in that relationship he had a gun and carried a gun around. Because if
probably
they
did.
fucking, he probably heard the home room or his dorm room or whatever, and she know he got a gun.
They probably didn't.
She knew.
No,
I guarantee you.
I would say that because, especially, this happened in December. They only been fucking since October. A lot of guys don't show people right off the bat, whether it's people that they
Man,
hold
if you in
on,
college,
let
you
me
in college,
finish.
everybody know
Let me
everything.
finish. A lot of people don't show right off the bat that they have guns on them. I don't know who you've been around, but there's a lot of people that waits until, okay, I fuck with that person enough to feel like they won't do anything, and then, okay,
Bro,
I can
she's
show them.
17. And how old is Mike Pete? Like, what?
17.
He's 17 as well.
Yeah,
Exactly my point. How does he legally own a weapon?
he don't.
But you just said he did. That's his
No,
weapon.
you said he showed her.
No,
That's what you
hold
said.
on. Hear what I
He's
just
talking
asked
about the earlier statement where
Oh.
they might falsely charge him.
you. With the gun. Like the gun is is
it.
Mike
They already
Pete,
said
is that his gun?
No, so I don't know if it's that his gun, but that's the gun he shot that person with. So that makes it yours in this crime.
See,
That makes it yours in this crime.
that's why I just asked you before when you said if it was his gun.
Okay.
And now you said it's completely not, and he not showing nobody that gun. I'm
What are
not
you talking?
saying he
You
said she
getting the
said.
facts misconstrued on.
No, not. You clearly said earlier.
no, you hopping facts.
No, I'm not.
I said that he didn't necessarily show her the
Okay,
gun.
Yeah, but-
you're not understanding what I'm
I
saying.
think he's going back to the point.
I'm
though. I
saying,
think he's
okay, his gun. You said it's his gun. I asked you, how old is Mike Pete?
17, 18.
17.
Yeah.
In what state legally can you own a gun at age 17?
That's the question.
Don't know.
Exactly my point. So how is that his gun legally that he wasn't charged with it? If now, hold up. The only way now that he could be okay is self-defense.
Okay,
if
so
he
maybe
was
he's
fighting
18.
one of the dudes and one of the dudes had the gun, dropped the gun, used the gun and shot him back. Now that's officially self-defense because you dropped the weapon. You saw the only way to self-defense yourself was with this weapon.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get at. If
Okay.
it's not his weapon, he might have, that's not a charge to him. But going back to what I was saying about the girl, old girl, 17 years old.
Oh, I
He's
apologize.
17-year-old, right?
He's
You know.
21.
Yeah, I was about to say he's 21.
So now, now his
21.
gun's legally his now.
Yes.
See, now that's officially his gun.
Okay.
You fucking with a 17-year-old and you 21. First of all, that's right there, and that just right there, you already know you got to do something to impress a young girl. He's 21. He still has that young head mentality. If he's still fucking with a fucking 17-year-old,
That don't mean okay.
that means a lot. You 21 years old and you're gonna go back 4 years to go fuck with a youngin straight out of high school? When in college there's so much different pussy you could get?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I knew bitches in middle school fucking with 26-year-olds.
Like this is
I
not
know
the
the same
same.
shit too.
This is
No, I know the same
what
shit
are you
too.
talking about?
See, like I could say a lot of different shit about
are you
this
talking
because
about?
I've seen it growing up.
It's
I've
right.
seen it in high school. But my
so if
thing
you seen
is,
it growing up, it's not that unusual.
it's not that unusual. But the thing is, if you got a head and you a head on your shoulders and you know you got a future ahead of you,
Okay.
you ain't gonna fuck with no young bitch. Not calling girls bitches, just saying young stupid motherfucker. Because the thing about it is, bro,
I kind of agree with you.
why would you jeopardize your future like that? You feel me?
In hindsight, yes.
Now, the people that we know that been fucking with them girls and shit, they don't got not a pot to piss in. They probably still live with their parents. Or they own a little car and then they go around these places, see these little girls, buy them liquor, buy them weed, get in their head. Oh, I got you this, I got you that. Fucking rob somebody, give her a fucking coat. Rob somebody, give her some money. Right. Do some little bullshit, bring over to the crib and mom and pop ain't home, blow her back out. She thinks she in a pedestal now.
Okay.
And that's what we saw. But the thing about it is, if you're a college athlete,
Okay.
you ain't gonna be fucking with no young bitch. Not even if you.
mean,
He's
that's
from
what you-
Chicago.
that's what you
Where's
say.
she from? New Mexico.
That's what you say,
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I mean,
to
I don't-
niggas, period,
Temptation
pussy
is temptation. Temptation is temptation. She probably look fine as hell for him in his eyes.
I'ma
and
use
she's
that-
like, damn, she looks supple. And then he's like, damn.
I'ma use
and
it like
then
this.
you throwing it in his face.
So-
he might think it's a groupie and still do it.
Why
You feel me? But
why do grown men fuck with high school girls?
I don't know. Ask them.
Because
they don't want to take accountability. Isn't that the top of it today?
Oh shit.
yeah, I feel that. When you expand on that, they don't want to take
When
accountability.
you gotta fuck with somebody the same age as you, they already like up here. They already on game. They done been through all the stupid shit. They know better.
Okay.
So they gonna want more out of you. But a young person who ain't really experienced much, they don't know what to expect yet. So they still hopeful, still fresh. They gonna fall for more shit. And you're allowed to be more fraudulent
Because they
and make it look like a boss ass nigga when it's really not.
Yeah, but I would say it on the other hand, because I went to high school with girls that fuck with older niggas, and
Everybody did.
Hold on. What I don't like now is that these same girls. I seen one girl post a statement like, "Yeah, I was getting groomed," and I'm like, "Huh? You was?"
That's
to a certain extent. I don't agree with that.
That's a very factual statement.
That's a
what you
very
just
fine
said.
line, though.
No. That's a
What's
very
the statement? I'm
You know,
sorry,
you know how many.
That she was fucking with older niggas because she was groomed. She was getting groomed. No, it's a choice of high school girls. And let me finish my point before I throw it back to y'all.
See, this is why they hear it.
It's a choice that high school girls like to make. And you ask them, well, why you want to fuck with an older nigga? Because I don't like these boys in high school. They too childish. They too immature. I want a nigga that got a car, that got money, that can pick me up, da-da-da-da-da. They want that. Now, I place the ownership of the niggas because you should be old enough to understand that that's wrong. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying that it ain't like a lot of the times. I'm not saying every situation. A lot of the times, these older niggas don't gotta fucking twist their arm or kidnap them for them to do some shit like that. And I'm not making it right. I'm just saying, look at that mentality that a lot of women, girls have in high school that they want to fuck with older niggas. Whether it's because of daddy issues or whether it's because of they don't like fucking with the young school niggas because they too childish, they too immature. They want a nigga with a car, some money, and he picking me up, or he gonna drop me off some weed.
But the thing about it is, okay, you say that, but these girls in high school don't show that to their friends that they doing this. They don't.
Lying.
They don't. They talk in their inner
lying.
circles, but they don't want to let it be out because eventually, if it's being shown, somewhere along the line, it's gonna get to their parents.
Exactly. I know what you're trying. I know what you're saying. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, I guess. Yeah.
I understand everything you're saying. That's fine, and that's true. But my thing about I gotta go back to the grooming.
Okay. I think that's a fine line.
Growing up, all you see is people with money, cars. That means stability. People with older person means stability. Older means knowledge. Older means you got the skills for it. Or older means you got the enough time in to provide me with what I might need in the future.
Okay.
So the grooming part about it is that you see a nice, fine young lady,
And hold on to your part with grooming. The definition of grooming is when someone builds a relationship, trust, or emotional connection with a child or young person so they can manipulate, exploit, and abuse them. Keep going.
That's what I was gonna get at.
Yeah.
So with that being said, grooming is anybody on the block that you seen, anybody that you seen,
Okay.
any old head or drug dealer or person on the block.
Okay.
You see them going on the block. You see who they are.
Yeah.
You know their moms. You know their pops. You know
Yeah.
their older brothers.
Yep.
You see how they're growing up. They're filling up. They're filling up that little bra they got going on. What you start talking to them? Or you start walking them to the bus stop. You start talking to them, give them little gems.
Yeah, that's grooming.
Exactly
Yes,
my
that's
point.
grooming. That's
so
prime
we
example.
saw all that growing up. So it's not like it's something new. It's something that's a fine line of it. It happens on a daily basis. Now, who's responsible to make sure that they kids is not being that groomed or being that taken care of or being that taken advantage of? Either your older brother that's with you 100% of the time, your friends.
Nobody's 100%
No,
of the time.
I mean, when they go.
But I get what you're saying. But you can never. I don't want to put that on the big brother or the parents.
No, I'm not putting on anybody. It's you. You have to know. It starts at home, because if you be like, listen, don't even pay attention to what they saying out there.
Yeah.
It should resonate a little bit, but then you got your little hoe ass friends at school be like, nah, this motherfucker, take it from the block, show me this. He got a big ass, you know what?
But that's
and
you
this,
running.
and then you,
but that's you running behind your friends, though.
No, that's fine. Because the thing about it is, you can't control them, like you said, 100% of the time.
As
they always
parents.
gonna have their clique.
Yeah.
They always gonna have their friends.
Yeah.
And some people consider their friends more of family than their own family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, it's up in the air. But grooming, it's very real, and it happens on a daily basis.
Yes. I'm not negating that.
And
not negating.
that's why when we go back to talking about these college kid and this girl, it's like, was he grooming her or was she grooming him?
I don't think we have
'Cause
enough
the
information for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because she could have been grooming him to get him trapped,
That's what I'm saying. She was throwing pussy at him.
knowing that maybe
A
he was
motherfucker.
going.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He felt blinded.
Yeah.
You coming from Chicago? You know how far Chicago is from New Mexico?
Yes, he went to college in. Yeah.
You
I
know
get what
how
you're saying.
far
I get what
Chicago
you're
is
saying. I get
from
what
New
you're saying.
Mexico.
I get what you're saying. Yes.
And then you get to New Mexico from Chicago.
Yes.
You see a whole different array of women.
Yes.
A whole different array, supple. They started going to college at 17 over there.
But I feel like to your point, what you made earlier, this is what happens when you fuck with young-minded women.
That's my thing.
And
that's what I said.
I'm not gonna beat up on that man because.
I'm not beating up on him.
No.
but he should
I understand
make
that.
The best choices for himself.
But in hindsight, we see that now.
Yeah.
And we see that now. And hopefully he learns from this and really start fucking with women around his age, if not older.
Yeah, that's why I always...
And even that age don't mean maturity. Yeah. Because it's still women that's 40, 30 years old that acts like little fucking girls. Honestly,
yeah.
So
you see that everywhere.
Yeah.
They just don't want to grow up.
Yeah. And then get mad when they're in their 40s and like, oh, I don't have a man. I'm lonely.
They start fucking with them young kids and start grooming them young kids. Yeah, when I'm talking about young, I'm talking about like 20,
Yeah.
22,
That's
25.
very
They
true.
stop
Of
grooming them.
course.
I was a
course.
victim of that. I was what, 22?
I don't think it's grooming like that.
Well, she
not.
groomed the hell out of me because now I can't.
You're a grown ass man.
I can't either date.
You're a grown ass man.
No. Grooming is when you take
Bro,
advantage of somebody
bro,
that's
you-
younger
bro.
than you.
The definition of grooming is when
What's exploiting?
someone builds a relationship, trust, emotional connections with a
Exactly.
child or young person, so they can manipulate.
young adult, you're
what's
22.
Bro, listen to this.
Who has it together at 22?
No, hold on. I'm gonna put it easy for them.
It's
Check the age gap.
it's sad if you're a grown ass man getting groomed at 22, 25.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Hear this out. What you know at 45, you know at 21?
Fuck no, you shouldn't.
Exactly. That's the
Exactly.
difference in fucking age, motherfucker. That's like
Exactly.
basically talking to a basically child.
Get
Does
the
that
fuck out
motherfucker
of
21?
here.
Some 21.
Get outta
I'm gonna tell you now. This generation
So
now,
let's-
some
so
20
let's make it clear.
Do know.
So let's
and
make it
do
clear.
Read up and do understand what they have.
So you
in line
saying
for their future?
people that's 40, 50 years old fucking with people that's 20 and 30, they're grooming them?
They definitely grooming them, bro. I've met girls that was like, oh, and I just wanted to date you because you're older and smarter and you could teach me something that I never learned when any one of these young kids. What's that? Grooming.
I don't think that's grooming.
That's
I think
grooming
you
them
using- I think
for
you're
a
using that
certain
word a
age
little.
group.
No,
No.
I think you're using that word a little
No,
too
bro.
loosely now.
No, it's
Because
not.
how's that grooming?
Bro,
Say the example you just said.
Yeah, when
Say the
when
example you just said.
I mean, when you set the intention and make it clear to the older woman that
Or the older man.
that's what you want, or the older man, excuse
Yeah.
me, that you want to learn from them. That's when it's no
Wisdom.
longer
That's wisdom, and
it's not grooming
Yeah.
anymore.
no, that's.
I wanna get
fine.
wisdom from
that's
you.
That's fine. You understand that?
yeah.
But when you have an older person,
Okay.
just pick. Let's say I'm gonna pick Grey Vaughan.
Okay.
Example.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, we're gonna put Vivica Fox comes to you and be like, "I'm gonna take you," and then starts building that little small relationship with you. I could show you this, I could show you that. Ooh, what? And then now she asks you in the palm of your hand. All she gotta say is jump, and you're gonna be like, "How high I gotta jump
Exactly.
to please you?" She groomed the shit out of you to a level that you don't even understand that you're being groomed at no more.
I
Now
would-
you're
I
being
would-
taken
just
advantage
respond
I
of.
to what
would,
you're
I
doing,
would
taking
say
advantage of you.
instead of you using grooming, I
Taking
was
advantage of?
not even taking advantage.
She's
of,
exploiting you.
I wouldn't say exploiting. I would say she molded me into the person that she wanted me to be. Whether it's just hold on. Whether she just molded me to do the things that she wanted me to do, and to be on her arm as eye candy, or to not speak. Hold on. Let me finish my.
Don't even go further.
Okay.
Because if an old dude gets with a younger woman, what does he want as people see? He pulled his young candy in now. Now she's with me. Now all these older dudes that got a lot of money.
But is that grooming, or is that you getting a clear picture of what you want and molding that person to be what you want? And if
Molding and grooming are
It's the same
literally cousins.
Basically,
I would say cousins, but they're not the same thing. Because I feel like grooming has to deal with older people taking advantage of kids and younger people, molding an older woman, molding a man. Just like what you said, an older woman. If she fuck with a nigga that got good dick, he may be hood as fuck and she may be classy. Nah, baby, you don't wear do-rags when we go out to dinner. Make sure you put on a nice polo jacket. Nah, baby, don't bump music and weed while we going down the highway. You can do that at home. That's not grooming that person. That's molding him into the man that you want him to be and the man that you want beside you. I don't feel like that's grooming.
See, molding is it. Now that it's just different. It's different.
It's a
things
fine line.
because either or, are you taking that as to consideration that you're taking advantage of the person and
No.
creating them to a certain extent and guiding them to what you want?
Everybody do that in every relationship.
No, not really. If you go into a relationship with somebody and you're following what that person's doing 100% of the time and not following your ideas, your emotions, then why are you in a relationship for?
But the key wrong word that you said is 100% of the time. Relationship of any
80,
kind,
20, 50, 40,
relationships
40,
of
60, 60,
relationships
40.
of any kind,
70,
whether
30,
business
it don't
is all
matter.
about compromise.
Bro, you got to give 100%.
As a wife,
Yeah.
she may not like cooking and she probably won't cook every single day.
That's fine.
But as she got married and they molded like, baby, at least can you cook like 2 to 3 nights out the week? Da, 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 da. And if she don't have a problem with it, she'll cook those 2 to 3 nights and it'll be stable. He's trying to mold her to the wife that she can be, and vice versa. The wife is gonna mold that husband into the husband that she wants. What are we talking about? Nobody comes package ready. Nobody.
Some people do.
Fuck out of here.
Some people do. If you're raised a certain way, you'll be package ready.
Right. I refuse to believe that.
Bro,
everybody has downsides. Everybody has falls.
Your mom barely worked. Worked. Hold on. I'm just saying at the beginning.
Okay.
Because certain families don't let their wives work.
Certain cultures, I would say.
Certain cultures.
Okay.
And the Spanish culture, back in the day, now it's just more independent women type thing. But they didn't let their wives cook, fully work. You're taking care of the house.
Yeah.
I'm making sure we got what we need, but you take care of the house.
Yeah.
I make sure I take care of you, but you take care of the house.
Yeah.
So now roles have been changing and it's just been put in rotation where it's just switched the equilibrium up. And now when you go into a relationship with somebody, this is how I feel. And now when you go in a relationship, everybody got to go 100%. It's not you do 50, I do 50. If we do 100% of the things together, I guarantee you our relationship is going to be fine. But comes a point where if you pick a role and I pick a role and we pick this, we got to stick through it 110%. Because now...
No. Because
hear me out. You picked it. You made the decision. I want to do this in this relationship. I picked it and I said I want to do this in this relationship. So now we can't veer off from that. After you notice, oh wait, hold
on. So what? Stop right there. What you saying? A man and wife gets married. They've been married for 10 years. She been staying at home for them 10 years. He been working.
Did she agree upon it? No.
She agreed upon it. Agreed upon it. And then one day she wake up and she talk to her like her husband and say, honestly, I know I agreed upon that, but I want to do something else. I really want to be an artist. I really want to be a painter. You said that we agreed upon you was going to stay in the house, so you got to stay in the house. Fucking relationships is about compromise.
10 years is a long time.
People stay silent for a long fucking time.
I know what you're saying, but 10 years is a long time. And for you to, after a certain time, because people do get bored or you don't show that much love to somebody, shit gets lost in translation.
Hold on. Prime example. I'm sorry. Prime example. I just thought about it. Michelle Obama just recently came out and said that she had to put her own ambitions and aspirations to the side because of what Barack Obama was doing and what he was trying to achieve. Now, they had that personal conversation and they both was fine with it, but she said out her own mouth, she still felt like she was not fulfilling her purpose. And the day he left that office, that's when she started walking in her true purpose. That's what she said out her mouth. So relationships are about compromise.
But check this out. You're that's a complete different situation from anybody that you would think of, because your husband, the person you've been dating for quite some time, decides to wants to run for president. That's a big fucking task.
Okay,
it's not no easy task to be behind your boyfriend or your husband if he's like fucking working at fucking Quickie Mart and now you want to do something with your life. That's a whole different story. That's not a lot of backing behind that. Okay, go do what you got to do.
So let's
check what happened.
Okay,
when Barack stopped being president, he backed his wife 110%. Baby,
why wouldn't he? Because she supported him throughout
exactly my point. You see,
it's compromise.
He didn't compromise. It just flipped. Now he's gonna do what he got to do in the house. Baby, you go do what you got to do. So you mean
to tell me Michelle Obama didn't compromise on her ambitions?
She said herself. She took the decision to step back and put him
compromise.
in the front. No,
what are you talking about? Day. Is that the definition of compromise?
She didn't compromise. She just set it aside for some time. Because she still did it, compromising and you feel it.
And how long was he president? 8 years. When did he run? It took him basically,
It takes some time.
He was running for about 2 years. So let's just say 10 years.
President.
That 10-year mark was the same example as I told you. Now let's go to the Bel Air. I understand that that's a TV show, but it still plays into this. The wife, Vivian and Phil. Vivian put the back burner on her painting for years while Phil was doing his thing.
She was a dancer.
She was a painter.
It was a painter, yeah.
It was a dancer.
Okay,
Friend.
paint her, but okay. Okay.
It's the new Bel Air. We're talking about not
the
the
new
old
Bel Air.
one. It's the new one.
Yeah.
The new
That's
one.
why I said Bel Air, not the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah.
But that's the prime
Shit,
example.
I didn't
She
even
It's
see that
good though.
shit.
The new
But
one
is
is
that
good.
the-
I saw 2 episodes. and
Dave,
was like,
is
I'm
that
done
the
with
prime
it.
example of that though? She compromised
I
and
can't
put her
comment. I
and
can't comment to the because I didn't see Bel
okay.
Air.
So that's what happened.
But
And
Fresh
Dave
Prince,
seen it.
yeah.
I will say though, I think the both of them were compromised, honestly.
Yes.
She did have to put her stuff on hold for like a whole 8 years while he was running for
Yes.
president, and then she finally started doing it afterwards.
Yeah. And that's the only thing. It's just
You gotta understand. My thing is, don't get me wrong. But what I believe, I'm firm on it. If you tell me you're gonna take a choice, and this is the choice you're gonna do, let's live throughout that choice. We
No.
can revisit that choice again.
yes.
If you really feel like, oh, it's hurting your emotions,
But like you
it's hurting your persona, like I see that it's deteriorating you from the inside, that you don't look happy. That's different. But if you, because you gotta understand, Michelle and Barack had her sitting down. I guarantee you, she's not that type of woman. Be like, okay, let's just,
Humans grow though on.
they definitely do. But you got.
But like you said earlier, what you know at 41, you don't know at 21.
Exactly.
So you could come into that marriage saying, hey, I'm okay with him doing and me staying at home. And 5, 10, 15 years later down the line, it's like, fuck, I really set aside my own aspirations and dreams.
And that's why I'm all about the emotional and mental state.
Yes.
If I see you not being happy when with something we agreed upon, I'm fine with, let's revisit this conversation again.
Gotcha.
But if you willing, that's why whenever you make a decision in a relationship, it has to be done in happiness and harmony. It just can't be like, all right, this is what you're gonna do, and this is what I'm gonna do, and that's it, we're gonna do it that way. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're in a harmonious, like you really link with this person, and you guys are just intertwined in a different aspect of the word relationship, then it shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I met this couple the other day. They've been married for over 60 years.
Bet. Congratulations to them.
I applauded when I was like, "How old are you?" I'm not even close to that.
Yeah.
And I was like, "How you guys made it work?" Well, I give him his space, so he gives me mine.
And that works for them.
Something very simple. He gives me my space, I give him mine, and trust is the above all. Trust above all. That's what.
Bet.
This is her talking. It wasn't even him talking.
Bet.
She told me trust above all. He gives me my space, I give him his.
I was with,
And that's it.
to that point, I was with my partner a few months ago, and we went to Olive Garden, and we saw a black couple, and the wife went to the bathroom, and me and the guy just, because I can talk to anybody, honestly, me and the guy just sparked up conversation. I was like, what worked for you? And he was like, well, we've been married, I think about 30, he said about 30, 35 years.
That's still a long time.
Yes. And he was like, never go to bed angry at each other.
Never.
Always communicate. Have joint accounts. My money is her money. Her money is my money. We don't go in this halfway, and we communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And I love that he gave me those few wisdoms, nuggets of knowledge, because I needed that.
Which one do you use with your partner?
What?
Which one of those points do you thought you had with your partner?
Well, I'm not a great communicator because
with your partner. My thing is, you look how much of a hypocrite. I need you to take accountability.
Hold on.
Because
I'm taking accountability. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not a great communicator.
But you're talking to everybody.
Hold on. I love you, Mom. I love you.
Oh.
But the reason why I'm not a great communicator when it comes to my partner, because I can talk to anybody else about a whole range of topics, but when it comes to my emotions and feelings, I shut down. And I love my mother, but I seen that growing up. When she was upset or anything like that, she really didn't talk about it. She was like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm good." Even though I know we done pissed her off or she was upset, or no, I'm fine. I'm good. And I have that same type of mentality when I'm angry. Yeah. So I'm trying to overcome that. And that's the part about communication.
Yeah.
The communication with my partner all comes to feelings. Like SpongeBob said, feelings. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a nigga that likes to talk about my feelings. Right now, I'm getting better.
Personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've talked to a lot of people, and us Spanish and black people, like black dudes, I don't know. We really don't like talking about our feelings
Because
but we have so much built up emotion that we would love to talk to somebody. We just can't
Because-
let it out.
When I was younger, and I love my sisters, but when I was younger, say if I would fuss over something or cry over something, or stop acting like a girl, or stop fussing like a girl. You know, my sister said that, and my mother said that a few times. So that type of mentality is ingrained, especially in black men, that we can't really show weakness or emotion because weakness and emotion is tied to the feminine energy, and that's not really the case. Honestly,
That's not.
That's why you see a lot of men bottle stuff up and they blow up one day, and then they good after that. After they let all of that hurt and stuff off that chest.
Yeah, depression is real.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And the thing about it is, sometimes you don't even know how to identify depression until you actually talk to somebody and be like, "Yo, bro, you've probably been dealing with this for a long time."
I agree.
And then that's what us have probably PTSD and emotional PTSD. That's what I call it. Emotional PTSD, because of the fact is that anytime that we get into an emotional setting or an emotional state that we got to talk about something, we either run from it, close up, or just whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Any
the older I've gotten,
closing statements?
the
The older you gotten?
I let shit out. I don't care.
Bet.
The less I give a fuck.
Yeah, 'cause
about
I'm not gonna
anybody
keep
else's
that on my
emotions.
chest.
I'm
Yeah.
not. Hey, not anymore.
Yeah.
Listen, you have no idea how easy it is and how peaceful your mind is
Yeah.
when you just let shit out. Instead of bottling that shit in, man, let that shit out, bro.
Of course.
Yo, no.
Closing statements day about what we talked about today.
Yeah. I've been a bitch that spoke my shit. Call me what you want to call me. I don't give a fuck. Damn Baby coming out at midnight.
Hey.
That's what I'm about. I'm dropping a single tonight, y'all. Damn Baby. Tune the fuck in at iDayBanks on Instagram. Top5_guy on Twitter. It's fucking lit. Let's go.
And where can they find Damn Baby at?
Everywhere. If you got YouTube, if you got Tidal, Instagram,
Tidal.
I'm on
We
Apple,
outside.
I'm on Spotify,
Ooh.
I'm on all them bum ass apps y'all be using on the low. I'm on there. Let's fucking go.
All of them.
Everything.
Get 'em,
Everything.
Daybanks. Get them.
Give us your social media handles again, Daybanks.
Okay. So we on Twitter and IG at iDayBanks. And then, oh shit, no.
Oh, shit.
Wait. Twitter and TikTok.
Oh, y'all, you almost made me give you the want.
Nah, hit me with it. Hold on. Let me get the reset. All right, so boom. TikTok and IG is at iDayBanks. And on Twitter, we got top5_guy. Tune in. Damn Baby dropping tonight at midnight, December 12th. And y'all drop a comment. Tell me how the record is. You feel me?
Bet. Anything you like to promote and get out of here?
Promoting Steph Young Goods, always. Steph Young Goods. On IG, Steph Young Goods on TikTok. It's getting cold outside, baby.
Bet.
We got the infinity scarves. We throwing out these little hats that we starting doing now.
Is that the
Infinity scarves, I like better infinity scarves than, unless you're like being executive and you want your just regular scarf. Infinity scarf is just the one that's like a big loop and you can just loop it around and you got.
See, I like that. Yeah, I like
those
that.
infinity
I like
scarves
that.
is just nice. It keeps you
that.
warmer. You don't have to.
Bet.
You won't lose it everywhere. Tell you
Bet.
that.
Yeah, or it won't blow off your neck.
And it
Yeah.
won't blow off your neck.
Bet.
You feel me?
Bet. And you
have
said,
the-
where can we get that at?
Oh, Steph Young Goods, baby, on IG. Steph Young Goods on TikTok. And shout out to your boy, me, but for your haircuts, man. I got Mickey_22 the barber. Mickey the barber _22. Check them out. If you ever need a fresh cut in the 757, I am a mobile barber.
Period.
Barber. I come to you or I come wherever you at. I'll bring everything. I'll clean up after my barber duties. And you'll be satisfied as always.
Every time.
Bet.
Lines
Definitely
is crisp.
satisfied.
You see the hairline. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on.
Fresh.
Come on.
Fresh.
Damn near I had to. No, I ain't gonna talk about it.
Go ahead.
The
So
last
you
time,
gotta say
the last time you gave me a cut, I damn near had to keep smiling at the lady at Wendy's so she can give me the fucking bag.
Oh,
she was
shit.
like, "Oh man, you smell good too. You know you look good."
Baby.
What's your social media handles again, on?
My social media is MIQUI_22 on IG. I'm Mickey on Facebook. I'm on Facebook again.
Bet.
Also, shout out to them boys, man. We don't know nothing podcast, man. Shout out to them boys. Who love the respect and love we showing them.
Yes, sir. And make sure you guys go stream We Don't Know Nothing. Podcast. Wherever you consume podcasts is up there. We Don't Know Nothing. NUFFIN. It's been your boy, the Vaughan Show links, the Vaughan Show on IG and TikTok at the Vaughan Show. My personal links, Vaughan on Facebook and Vaughan__. That's 2 underscores on IG, TikTok, and Twitter. Vaughan__. Check your boy out, and we out this motherfucker.
Where's the streams at?
What streams? And we out this bitch.
Oh my gosh.